Hey guys, welcome back to Silent Hill 2. Let's just jump right into it. Dive head first into hell. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Obviously it's the middle of the day. Middle of the same day as the last episode, by the way. I've had a lot of spare time on my hands today, so I figured I'd just get a lot of recording done. And also just really want to play through more of this game. Is that a boat horn? Yeah. Very long tunnel. Got a document is lying here. September 11th, 1820. That is... This game was released in September of 2001. That is a very eerie coincidence. Prisoner number C221. Can't read the rest. What is this? Does it say the same thing? Yeah. Okay. Clearly underwater. You could just tell by the ambiance here. There's a lot of like depressurization sound effects. Depressurization and both depressurization and pressurization sound effects going on. Medkit there. I don't think I can access that box at all. There's nothing. I don't have any bullets for that. How many shotgun shells do I have? Okay, let's go in guns blazing. At least for this area. Okay. Maybe what's down here isn't as threatening as I thought it to be. Let's switch back to the flank and also reload the shotgun while it's in my inventory. So that way next time I whip it out. Next time I whip it out, it's gonna be as effective as possible. I don't have a map of this area. Right. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, I don't have much left of this game to go. My rough estimation is that by the end of the month, the series will be over. Got handgun bullets, okay. I might actually just jump straight into Silent Hill 3 after this. Painting is hanging here. Crimson and white banquet for the gods. What else hanging here? Death by skewering. Oh, what? An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Photo is hanging here. Toluca prison camp. Built during the Civil War. Later became Toluca prison. I see. So that was probably like a Civil War fortress of some sort. That then became a prison simply because of its security. some interesting backstory. Wait. Is that... Did I just block? I think I just blocked. Looks like the lock is broken. I mean, I don't have a map of this area, and I think that's intentional. I don't think I'm supposed to have a very good idea of where I'm going. Hole's dark and I can't see anything. Will we jump down? I mean, I don't see any other way. So go. Okay, this is feeling a lot more like Silent Hill 1 now. The very, like, rustic, metallic sort of structures. It's just a wall. Some part of this has to not just be a wall. The wall. It'd be impossible to climb this. Just a wall, but this is different. Just this spot here feels different than a normal wall. I wonder if I can somehow break it. Okay, so what if I... Aha! That was the most dinky, useless fucking... Just dunk! Real... tremendously useful. Wait, was those handgun bullets? Yes. Again, reload the handgun. Time to beat the shit out of more shit with a plank. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's these guys who are virtually harmless. First enemy you encounter in the game for good reason, because they practically can't do anything to harm you, since you can stun lock them with the fucking plank. Pretty sure that's literally nothing but a stun attack that they do. Pretty sure it doesn't deal any damage. Or at least it's a very insignificant amount of damage. Yeah, I'm still doing quite okay. It does deal damage, but it is very minimal. Okay, flies. Or wasps. Actually, that sounds more like a wasp. Very strong, noisy buzzing. I mean, not noisy, but heavy. Spiral writing key. I don't even know what that's to. It's locked? What do you mean it's locked? That's how I got in here. Can't hit the door. Looks like I can't use that here. Oh god. Get. I have a feeling like this is a trap and I'm not supposed to make it. but I will try. I got shit else to do. Yeah, okay. I have a feeling that room is deliberately inescapable. How far back am I going to be set? Because it does have a red saving system, but I've noticed a few times it doesn't care for that. Oh. It did care that time, though. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. So much ass. I can't go any faster. This is the fastest I can go. Man. I might cheat and use a is it a console save state, so I don't have to, well, no, what's it, emulator save state, that's what it is. Just make sure that I'm aware of September 11th, 1820. Behind me. Deal with you first, since we're all the way to this end. Okay. You're directly where I can't fucking see you. Okay, there we go. Now we can rotate. Already made note of the 3 pictures. I think there's handgun bullets on the desk. To which I will reload the handgun. Shotgun simply isn't necessary. Yeah. Jump down. Gonna break the wall. And then I'm going to create a save state in the emulator, just so I don't have to waste any more time on the recording, because I do have hard drive space, and I do have other places to be eventually in the day, and I don't want to be spending any more time here than I necessarily need to. wall, wall, just a wall. Okay. All right. Now, if I can, how do I do this? Right. Save state. There you go. Just don't want to have to spend so much time doing this whole section again. Simply to save my time and your time. Does the pool of blood actually mix with the water? I think it actually mixes with the water. That's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, just about dead. Alright, so do not, when entering this room, head through the door on the right. Door at the bottom door is locked. Oh no. I do actually have to go in this room. Okay, well, let's create a second cheap, there we go. A second cheap save state. Okay, let's equip handgun. Okay, so I do actually have to... do actually have to just shoot up this room like crazy. Yeah, I stopped at the perfect time. tells me there's no killing them. I just have to, like, really get the fuck out. Yeah, okay, there's no killing them. There is no killing them. 601. 061. 160. Get through the door. So let me get this straight. The solution is just using the goddamn door. Pitch black beyond the door. I can't tell how far the blackness stretches. I think I just gotta keep going down and down and down and down and down and eventually get to where I need to go. That is a hallway. That is not a hole. That is a hallway. Just flipped. Well, rotated on an axis. What would that be? That'd be the x-axis. I think. Oh, hello. Haven't seen you in a while.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow. You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
You are seriously misguided. It's a corpse. The body is marked with bullet holes. Am I in a cafeteria? Well, there's a save point there, but I very much prefer to heal up before I hit that save point. Tablet of Gluttonous Pig. I'm feeling like that's a commentary on something. Now tablet with Gluttonous Pig drawn on one side, found in the dining room. Okay, well, now let's save. Okay, can't even get through that door. How to use this one. feeling like there's just some things I'm not necessarily supposed to engage nothing for me. All over the bedroom floor. Black magic from the abyss. Resurrection of the dead. Chronicle of Agripa. Manuscript of the Iron Rings. Possession of work of the Black Skull. Shit everywhere, but I think the whole idea is that it can't actually get to me. At least most of it can't. Hanging bullets. Documents on the desk. I can actually read a chalkboard now. Blackboard. Whatever was written is it was all fake. I can't read it. Nothing in here. Tablet. Seductress. Power here, but it's broken. No water comes out. Okay. Can't get the door open. door open. The only way out is where I came in. Good to know. Lock is broken. Okay, thank fuck there's not another room I have to go in. Ah, finally. Map of the prison. So I'm above ground again. Huh. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Let's go back. Here. To the lobby just so I can save, yada yada yada. Broken. All right. Let's test this door. Okay. Seems like I assume this was like a visitation room or something. But the table's torn apart. This way. Deal with this. Too low on health to be risking that, so let's just shoot these guys. This is bizarre. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Okay, a not broken visitation area. No, and there's a med kit on the other side of that, so let me grab that. And use it. See. Restrooms. Knock on the door, but there's no answer. Oh yeah, who the fuck would be using a toilet in this place? Sitting on a toilet when all this shit is going on. It's like sending your own death warrant. You're just asking to get sucker punched. Or worse. Eaten, probably. Alright, well, there's a save point in the men's restroom here. Might as well use it. Yeah, I had a feeling. Lake, the town's main tourist attraction. This clear, beautiful lake has another side as well. It may seem like just a typical ghost story that you might find in any number of old towns across the country, but in this case, the legend is true. On a fog-bound November day in 1918, the Little Baroness, a ship filled with tourists, failed to return to port. A newspaper article from back then simply says, it most likely sunk for some reason. Despite an extensive police search, not a single fragment of the ship nor any of the 14 bodies of passengers or crew has ever been recovered to this day. In 1939, an even stranger incident occurred. There are many pages torn out. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands reach up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades. 1918 is when World War I ended, and 39 is when the second started. So maybe these events have some sort of correlation. Not necessarily one that is direct as a result of the other, but maybe imply that these events in some way do have at least some relation, even if hunting rifle. Okay. That is definitely going to be something I save for very special occasions. Like the sort of sound that all the metal around me is buckling. Some sort of pressure. Now let's save in the restroom again. Now that I have all these guns and whatnot. Cover on the ground, but I can't open it. There's only a depression left where there was probably once a handle. Can you not just pull up the depression? Are your hands that fucking big? So, lock is broken. Broken. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Oh, there's a door here. Lock is broken. So this whole part. Inaccessible. Okay. Well, let's save again. If I go through uppermost door on the right. Is it stool anything? No. End up back in this hall. Let's check out this room first. Locked. Is there anything I can use to unlock it? Maybe I can melt the wax into something? I'd imagine that maybe I'm supposed to create a handle out of the wax by using some sort of mold, and I melt the wax for that. Not the only thing I can really come up with. Now let's go into the noisy room. Obviously aren't supposed to be opened, but it doesn't hurt to check, you know? We're back alive. Can you die directly from this door? Otherwise, you might have had a chance to get a hit on it, but I just hit the relentless shit out of you. Okay, let's... I do have a health drink, right? Yeah. Not that. Sorry. Adjusting my headphone cable. My hand is a little stiff. So, in the middle of the hall. Aha. Can go outside. Although this yard seems to be about as empty as you'd expect. 3 ropes hanging from the scaffold. Ow. Didn't know you could trip. Well, there's the sound of like water or some liquid running underneath here, but sign of that there's absolutely nothing here. This is what you get. That game is throwing a lot of this in. They're trivial to deal with. The bloodstained clothes here. Alright. Assume this is probably like the laundry area. I haven't tried this door yet, so